If you're struggling to figure out your why, your purpose and path in life, stay tuned. In today's training, I'll explain how you can gain clarity on this most important area of your life. First, let's define purpose and why you want to know that you're on the right path. Purpose is what gives our lives meaning. And when people don't have one, they struggle to thrive. Your purpose is how you're meant to contribute to the world. And it can change over the course of your lifetime. There is no one thing that we're meant to focus on our entire lives. That would mean stagnation, which we aren't meant to do. So never feel guilty about questioning your purpose or if it's time for a new direction. If the question comes to you, it's most likely it's time for a shift. And when we talk about your path, this consists of the actions that you're taking to get to living your purpose. Often there are new skills and knowledge that we need to acquire as we move toward a different purpose. So you won't always be living your purpose, but you want to ensure that you're on your life's path, which will lead you to your full potential. This doesn't have to be complicated. Most people overthink this because their brain is throwing up resistance. Normally, a different path or purpose means change, and our brain considers change to be scary and something that should be avoided. In your heart, or the deep recesses of your imagination, you probably already have the spark of an idea, and you've been hesitant to explore it. So I want to invite you to dig deep, pull out all those crazy ideas out on the table, and let's look at them. And if you truly believe that you don't have any idea about your path and purpose, don't worry. I have suggestions that are going to help you in that scenario as well. So there are some filters that I want to suggest that you look at this through to see if an idea is worth exploring further. Number one, does it excite you to think about doing it? Even scare you a little bit? If you can get through all of the what ifs or I don't know how to do it, does the idea light you up? That's the first one. Number two is, will it help others? There are a lot of fun and exciting hobbies that we can spend our time on, but if it doesn't positively impact other people's lives, it's not a purpose. If the idea excites you more than your current endeavor and it would benefit others, then it is definitely worth exploring further. Now, if it means a big change for you, I always recommend that you start small. Try it out and see if it continues to feel aligned. Often as we start taking action, there will be more ideas and information that will come to us, and it may lead us in a different path. Don't ever beat yourself up for changing your mind or feeling like you're being called into a new direction, because this is often how finding your purpose works. You have to get in motion before your direction starts to become more clear. Sometimes you have to try something to learn that it's not for you, and you'll gain ideas or experience in the process. I'll also point out here that you can actually be headed in the wrong direction sometimes, and usually it's because we want a shortcut or we're worried about money. And when this happens, you will find yourself bumping up against challenges or obstacles that are showing up in your path. God has a way of redirecting us when we're heading in the wrong direction. So if you feel like you're hitting a wall, I want to invite you to step back and consider if you're missing something or may need to redirect your course a little bit. My number one tip here that I want you to walk away with is that you have to start testing things out. You normally will not be able to figure out your life's purpose analytically without starting to take action. Now, for those of you who have absolutely no idea where to start, let's get into that. If you're watching this, it's definitely time for a change. So let's put the question of if aside and just focus on what and when. You'll want to start by assessing your current strengths and the type of things you really enjoy doing. As an example, are you a people person or do you prefer working alone? Then do a brain dump, which means just get every single idea that comes to you out on a piece of paper so you can look at it. Everything that comes to you that would help someone else and incorporates at least one of your strengths and passions. Now, keep in mind that we tend to enjoy doing things that we're already good at, but new skills can be developed. So you'll want to also consider if there's something that comes to mind that you would really enjoy or feel really good about doing, but maybe you're feeling like you don't have the skills or the ability to do it. Nothing has to be resolved immediately. Your path can be a long and windy road before you end up at your next purpose. It doesn't mean you aren't heading in the right direction. We tend to want things immediately, but this doesn't usually happen. So knowing that it can take some time, would you view or consider anything differently? Can you develop the skills that you might need to do something that's not currently on your radar? No matter what the age, everyone puts a lot of pressure on themselves to get this concept right ASAP. So you want to manage your own expectations. There is no end destination with your purpose because it's always going to be evolving. You can allow yourself to relax and think of this like an experiment. Explore new ideas and new areas to see what really excites you and feels, for now, like a good fit. You can't get it wrong because even when something doesn't work out, there will be information gained from the process. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our future trainings. And if you'd like to learn more about yourself and determining your strengths, go ahead and hit the next video where you'll learn about your aura color and what that means about your superpower. As you know, life is a journey and we are meant to enjoy the process.